Harry from the Three Stooges.
Alright, in this informative essay, I will be talking about the Fermi paradox, which is the paradox of why or why not we haven't experienced alien life in any way, shape, or form, and a few theories on why that is. So, look out amongst the stars and you can hear their silence. We've seen no signs of civilization in any form. Radio, ruins, even just simple satellites. We've found nothing. And while popular culture has led us to believe that alien life is common, or at the very least, out there, we have no evidence currently to support that theory. We have no trace of life. One question that is brought up commonly about the lack of aliens is the Fermi paradox, named after physicist Enrico Fermi. Fermi realized that any civilization with a modest amount of rocket technology and an immodest amount of imperial incentive could rapidly colonize the entire galaxy, from Fermispace.com. So this question has plagued us for 70 years, because in the course of 10,000 years, Earth, civilization, humanity, could easily colonize the entire Milky Way galaxy. So the lack of alien life is bizarre, to say the least. Let's begin by covering the Great Silence Theory. The Great Silence, the fact that we've received no evidence of alien life in any form, ruined transmissions, any form at all. We've seen no evidence that there is life amongst the stars, which is very odd, because the universe is the biggest thing to ever exist. There will never be anything as big as the universe is. And it's also the oldest thing to ever exist. It's older than the atoms themselves. It is 13.77 billion years old. And if all that is true, if the galaxy is as big as we think it is, and as old as we think it is, the lack of alien life makes no sense. And it's troubling in that regard. There are a few theories explaining why alien contact is yet to be made. One of them is that the evolutionary line that an alien species took, their technology, is so advanced and so wildly different from our understanding of technology that we simply can't receive their transmissions, and they can't receive ours. Our simple radio wave-based technology just doesn't understand theirs in any fundamental way. Another is that the alien life forms out there evolved so differently from us in a totally different form, such as the potential alien life forms on Triton, a silicon-based life form instead of carbon like humanity. We just don't understand them as life, and we've just passed over them. But there are a few theories that are sadly much more likely to be true until new evidence is found to disprove them. One such theory is the Great Filter Theory. The Great Filter Theory states that somewhere along a species' evolutionary line, there is a filter, an extinction event that wipes out that species from the galaxy. Now, this filter, we believe, is behind us. In human evolution, we went through our extinction event, and we were just lucky enough to survive. However, if this theory is true, the opposite side must be true as well. The more alien life we find, the more likely that this filter is in front of us, and we are all slowly approaching our doom. Now, this filter can take forms in multiple different ways. It could be a simple extinction event from interplanetary satellites, such as asteroids or meteorites. It could also be some technology that every species understands and fundamentally wants to get that instantly wipes them out. Nuclear power is a common example of one of our possible filters. After all, we could wipe out our entire civilization in the blink of an eye if everyone just decided to launch missiles. Another theory is that it is so difficult to form life on any planet that even if the universe is as old as we think it is and as big as we think it is, we were just the first. We are the very first cradles of civilization. In conclusion, the Fermi paradox is an interesting problem that we have been unable to address, and that the possibility we are currently alone amongst the stars is real. We should not despair. We have the opportunity to be the cradle of all civilization in the universe. We should rejoice in our species' survival past the filter.
Good job.